Well, hello everybody. Happy Sunday. Got a sauce to sample and review for you today. Um, it's something that I had my eye on for a couple months at the Safeway, but I felt that it was prohibitively expensive. It was on sale a couple days ago, and I picked it up in the Latin American food section. So I'm talking about Mr. Bajan's Caribbean Vietnamese hot sauce. So why was it in the Latin American and not the Asian food section? Perhaps it is more Caribbean in nature than it is Vietnamese. I don't know. Had a couple of reasons for picking this up. So when I looked at the ingredients, there are quite a few parallels with sriracha sauces. So I'm really curious to see what distinguishes this from sriracha sauces. So I have a sriracha sauce, my absolute favorite. This Tapatio sriracha sauce is the best I've ever had. Don't let the fact that it's got the Tapatio label, dissuade you from picking it up. It is very, very authentic based on the research I've done into sriracha sauce. But anyways, I'm interested in comparing this to sriracha sauce, and at the same time, I just love Vietnamese food. So any sauce that is hot and has the name Vietnamese on it, I'm going to pick it up at some point. And I feel like, waiting 2 months, hopefully it was worth it. I've waited years to try sauces before. I waited for that Cloud 23 habanero sauce by David Beckham's son. I waited for like 5 years for that thing because it was like $15 for 5 years, and then finally Whole Foods realized we're not going to be able to sell this to people for $15 anymore. We're going to have to cut down the price. So they did, and I picked it up. Just like clockwork. And that's what happened with Mr. Bajan's Caribbean Vietnamese hot sauce. So, a couple things I'm going to do. I'm going to read through the ingredients, read the description. I am going to sample it on its own. And then I'm going to sample it over a soy marinated soft-boiled egg. I don't know, you tell me which of these. I mean, obviously, this is just perfect and beautiful, isn't it? Is that not the most perfect soft-boiled egg? And I marinated it in, I said soy marinated, but I mean, it's a sauce that has soy in it, obviously. It's primarily soy. It's this like sukiyaki sauce. So, marinated a soft-boiled egg in that. I'm going to try this on its own. I'm going to try it with the soft-boiled egg. And then the other half of the soft-boiled egg, I'm going to try with the Tapatio sauce. I'm going to compare the flavors of the sauces. I'm going to compare how well they go over eggs. I'm going to compare spiciness. Let's have some fun. All right. So let's read a little bit about the sauce. This is how it describes itself. A unique blend of fresh hot peppers and a recipe from the Caribbean has created a one-of-a-kind chili hot sauce with legendary flavors. Mr. Bajan hot sauce is ready to use with pho, banh mi, pizza, pasta, lo mein, soups, sauces, barbecue, hot pots, fried foods, and much more. All right, well, I guess the soft-boiled egg is going to have to fall into the much more category because it was not mentioned as one of the primary things to eat this over, but that doesn't mean it's not going to be good. How to use and store. Shake well. Is that well? Good enough. Remove cap, already done it. Break seal with caution, already done it. Okay. The ingredients in this are onion, chili peppers, cane sugar, vinegar, shallots, sea salt, garlic, turmeric. Okay, so it's got the stuff that sriracha sauce has in it. I don't know what type of chili peppers. That's another thing. I'm not sure. I'm going to try to decipher. I'm not an expert on Vietnamese chili peppers. I assume that they use bird's eye, chili peppers in a similar way to Thai cuisine. But maybe I could be wrong. There could be some Vietnamese pepper that's in this that is different in some way in terms of spice or flavor than what's typically used in Thai cuisine. I don't know. The primary difference between this in terms of ingredients and a sriracha sauce is the first ingredient is onion. I don't believe that any sriracha sauce has onion in it. There might be some that have onion powder, but I don't think onion is ever going to be a primary ingredient in a sriracha sauce. It's going to be like, the chili peppers, the sugar, the vinegar, the garlic, the salt. So this has turmeric, this has shallots. This has shallots, and this has onion. Okay, so it's gonna be more oniony. And I don't know. Well, I'm not gonna speculate anymore. Let's just try it. Okay, got a good lump there. I will also note, this is only going to be a 1 out of 5 for spice. Okay. So they used mild chili peppers, apparently. First thing I'm getting is chili pepper. Good chili pepper. Second thing I'm getting is garlic. The third thing I'm getting is heat. And I was not expecting that. Come on, what's going on, Mr. Bajan? You're giving me a 1 out of 5 for heat? By non-chili head standards, that's already a 3 out of 5 for heat. What else does this company have up its sleeve? That has real heat to it. It's very good heat. It is the same type of heat that I would describe as the heat that comes out of a Thai bird's eye chili. I don't know though. So here's the difference between this and a sriracha sauce. This is hotter. It is less sweet, which I like. That's my problem with a lot of sriracha sauces. They're just too damn sweet. I'm just not a big sweet hot guy. You gotta really strike a perfect balance or really tone down the sweetness for me to really like that type of sauce. A lot of srirachas are too sweet. This is not. Yeah, it has cane sugar in it, but it doesn't have too much of it. It has just enough. I like the way the onion and shallot add to the flavor there. And they help to distinguish it from sriracha sauce. This is not a sriracha sauce. It's sriracha adjacent, not a sriracha sauce. I like it quite a lot. Quite a lot. But I don't think it's not a snacking sauce. So I've talked about what a snacking sauce is before. Snacking sauces can just be eaten on their own. It's a really good way to snack and not become bloated and overweight, because most hot sauces have very few, if any, calories in them at all. So I have several different snacking sauces. I've talked about what they are. You can find videos where I talk about what my favorite snacking sauces are. This is probably not that. This is probably more something that needs to be paired with food, used as a dip. You know what I mean. So, let's try it over the soft-boiled egg. Let's see how it goes over that. And then let's see how Tapatio, excuse me for a second. Sorry, bout of acid reflux. All right. I have put a bunch of Bajan's, Mr. Bajan's Caribbean Vietnamese hot sauce with the misnomer 1 out of 5. That's at least a 3. All right, here we go. This is a sukiyaki marinated soft-boiled egg with Mr. Bajan's Caribbean Vietnamese hot sauce. It's absolutely lovely. I really, really like this. And I can tell it has a lot of versatility. All those things that were listed on the back that I read at the beginning of this video that it would be good over, I can picture it being really, really good over that. In any manner of Asian food, I can picture adding this to ramen bowls, of course. Mixing up with different sauces, and mayonnaises, and other than that, make dips out of it, stuff like that. Hell yeah, this is a good sauce. On its own, about 7 out of 10. With that soft-boiled egg, about an 8. Really, really good. All right, let's do a little flavor comparison. Okay. Okay. Just wanted to squirt me. Oh, first of all, admire the beauty of my perfect soft-boiled egg before I put Tapatio Sriracha over it. Yeah, as you can see, there's a big difference there. Bajan's, a lot more chunky. This is like a very, processed, pureed, almost ketchup-like texture. Here we go. Yeah. Like I suspected, when I, tried these two side by side, I knew that this Tapatio Sriracha was going to have way more sugar in it. I just knew, it's going to be sweeter. It's going to be way sweeter. And it is. So, honestly, I think it boils down to a personal taste. I think if what you're looking for over your food, to drizzle over your food, your pizza or whatever it is, it's something that's kind of ketchup but spicier and has more like an Asian flavor to it. Then you might want to go for the Tapatio Sriracha. If you're looking for something that's not really like ketchup at all, but is also at the same time kind of like Sriracha adjacent, maybe an alternative Sriracha, less sweet, not as pureed. Honestly, there's something about this that's reminding me a little bit of horseradish. I don't know if it's in the texture or if there's something in the flavor. Hang on. Let's try it one more time. Because I don't know. I'm kind of flipping out over this sauce in a good way. It's sharper, all right? It's more of an acquired taste. This is not a layman's hot sauce, I don't believe. It's going to take getting used to. I feel like there are going to be a lot of people who, when they take their first bite of this, are going to be confused, possibly disgusted, turned off. They're gonna be like, oh, what's that weird flavor in there? It's got a weird aftertaste. It's got a weird texture. I don't know. I don't like it. Give me my sriracha sauce. But more adventurous eaters and people who are really into authentic ethnic cuisine are probably gonna want to go for this over something like this. Both really, really good, but they both have their place. I give them both an 8 over soft-boiled egg. But like I said, kind of depends on what you're in the mood for and just generally what your taste preferences are. For me, tonight, I'm going with this. I thought it was more interesting, and I thought it kind of tasted better over that sukiyaki marinated soft-boiled egg. Well, I am having multiple acid reflux attacks. My body apparently wants me to stop recording. I think that my phone wants me to stop recording too, because we're at 13 minutes and 34 seconds. So, I will call it a day. But that was an interesting sauce.